I'm going to start with the next topic, binary frequency shift keying using non-coherent detection. S1 of t. When the data is 1, pass the carrier frequency F1 of t. When the data is 0, pass the carrier frequency F2 of t. And this is a probability of error PE half exponential minus, right, EB by 2A naught. I have already done the derivation for this part. So I am continuing with the next part. The next part is non-coherent FSK. So as the name says, non-coherent. So I am going to explain what is non-coherent. So in case of non-coherent, correct? That means you are not supposed to use the carrier F1 of t or F2 of t at the receiver. That is called non-coherent. I will repeat, non-coherent means the carrier phi 1 of t, phi 2 of t at the receiver. You are not supposed to use it. So you are not supposed to use it. So I'm going to tell a very simple method, right, to get this one. Before that, when the data is 1, right, I'm going to pass cos 2 pi f1t. When the data is 0, I'm going to pass 2 pi f2t. When the data is 1, when I pass high frequency carrier, I call it as S1 of t. When the data is 0, when I pass F2, I say S2 of t. At the receiver side, when I receive the signal X of t, correct? S of t, it can be S1 of t or S2 of t. So what I have done, I am following this one. When I say S1 of t, the frequency is F1. So I am going to use a filter called band pass filter whose center frequency is F1. If I get the data as S2 of t, I am going to use another band pass filter with the center frequency F2. Correct? Further block diagram I will explain to you. Now when you receive the signal X of t, I have got match filter. Match filter is nothing but a band pass filter whose carrier frequency is F1 of t, followed by envelope detector connecting the peaks of the signal. Then I have got a sampling I have done here. Then I have got a comparator. Now at the another end I have got match filter, band pass filter with the correct frequency of center frequency of F1, followed by an envelope detector connecting all the peaks, right, followed by a sampling rate. If you observe properly, when I get the data can be S1 of t. If it is S1 of t, I will get the output here as 1. I will get some amplitude here, right, and down it will be 0. If I get S2 of t, up it will be 0 and down it will have some amplitude. And I have got a comparator. L1 greater than L2, output is high. That means when I get the data as 1, right, so what happens here, I will have some value here it will be 0. So L1 is greater than 0, so output is high. When I get S2 of 2 indicates 0, upper will be 0, right, and the lower will be high amplitude. That means L1 is less than L2. That indicates that the output is 0. Now I am going for the next topic. It is very important. Differential phase shift keying. Right? It has got two parts. One part, as the name says, one block diagram. Input comes here. This is the input that comes here. The first part is called differential encoding. The second part is phase shift keying, and we get the output, that is right B DPSK output. DPSK output. I will repeat. When the input, first part will be differential encoding followed by phase shift keying, right? Output will be differential phase shift keying, correct? So two parts, encoding part and the phase shift part. So I'm going for the next part, right? Very simple way I'm going to explain, right? DPSK, please observe DPSK. So when I say DPSK, see, before DPSK, let me explain what is BP, right? BPSK. So in BPSK, when the data changes from 1 to 0, right, I have got a phase shift of 180 degrees. Or when the data changes from 0 to 1, I have got a phase shift of 180 degrees. That is binary phase shift keying. When data changes from 1 to 0, 180 degrees, 0 to 1, 180 degrees phase shift I have got. But this is different from DPSK. As the name says, differential phase shift keying. So I'm going to tell 0 to 0. When the data changes from 0 to 0, the phase shift is 0. When the data changes from 0 to 1, that phase shift is 0. When the input data changes from the phase from 1 to 1, this is a present value, this is a next value, 1 to 1, right? The phase shift is 0. But when the data changes the phase from 1 to 0, we have got a phase shift of 180 degrees. So I'm going to repeat, you please observe. This is a present data, the present and the previous, you can say like that, or the present and the next data. That's the best way of telling, right? So 0 0, change in the data 0 0, phase shift is 0. So I'm writing here phase, correct? So 0 to 1, no phase, 1 to 1, no phase, 1 to 0, phase. That means, simple language, the data is 1, the phase shift is 180 degrees. When the data is 1, the phase shift is 180 degrees. Now I am going for the next part of my representation. If you can see the block diagram, here is the input. Here I have got the logic network that I will tell you, followed by a delay, and whatever logic circuit generates the output, it comes and store here. So this is a present value, this is a previous value, and there is a logic network there, and followed by amplitude level shifter, correct? Followed by a product modulator, followed by a carrier, and this is output for DPSK. You just observe this circuit. Now I am going to explain in detail, correct? So the first part of my circuit, correct, is the, let me take the input, and this is the input that we get. As the name says, logic